Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. Here's a recap of our top stories from the week.
Former President Jimmy Carter passed away on Sunday, December 29th at the age of 100. During his life, Carter served as the 39th President of the United States and as the Governor of Georgia. In 2002, Carter was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his decades of work to find peaceful solutions to international conflicts, to advance democracy and human rights, and to promote economic and social development. Carter also served 7 years in the Navy and was known for his work with Habitat for Humanity. According to the Carter Center, the former president died peacefully in Plains, Georgia on Sunday. In October, Carter turned 100 years old, making him the longest-living president in the nation's history.
A man is facing charges after Pennsylvania State Police say he committed a home invasion, stole a vehicle, and led troopers on a chase. According to police, Isaac Cintron of Chicago was seen driving a stolen vehicle on Monday, December 30th. When Butler Township Police attempted to stop the vehicle, officers say the driver fled the area, exited the vehicle, fired shots, and fled on foot. Troopers say Cintron then invaded a home in a nearby residence and stole a vehicle. Cintron was later located on Interstate 80 by Pennsylvania State Police. When troopers initiated a traffic stop, officials say the operator refused to stop and a pursuit ensued. The pursuit continued into Schuylkill County, where Cintron ultimately crashed after traveling over spike strips. Cintron has been taken into custody and charged with multiple charges, including attempted criminal homicide, aggravated assault, theft by unlawful taking, burglary, and evading arrest. Cintron is currently behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility with denied bail. Berwick police have released photos of the suspect in an armed robbery on Sunday. According to police, the armed robbery took place at the Berwick Sunoco, located at 1908 West Front Street, around 10 o'clock a.m. During the incident, police say the suspect entered the gas station wearing a mask, presented a handgun, and demanded lottery tickets. Officials say the suspect was provided with the lottery tickets and fled the scene. The suspect has not yet been located. According to officials, the suspect is believed to be a white male in his teens or 20s. Police say the incident was an isolated event and no one was harmed during the robbery. Anyone with information regarding the case is asked to contact the East Central Emergency Network at 570-784-6300. The Pennsylvania Farm Show is returning to Harrisburg later this week. The Farm Show is the largest indoor agricultural exposition under one roof in the nation. The event showcases a wide variety of animals, food, and agricultural products central to the agriculture industry in Pennsylvania. The Farm Show is located inside the Pennsylvania Farm Show complex at 2300 North Cameron Street in Harrisburg. The event will run from Saturday, January 4th to Saturday, January 11th. Each day, the complex opens at 8 a.m. Admission is free, but parking is $15 per vehicle. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton welcomed their first baby boy of the new year on Wednesday, January 1st. Colette Castillo Cortez was born to Jennifer Cortez and Kevin Castillo at 5:47 a.m. At the time of his birth, Cortez was 6 pounds 13 ounces and 20.5 inches long. According to LVHN, the family lives in Hazleton, but the father is in the Army and stationed in Oklahoma. LVHN staff say the baby's due date was January 7th.
The William Penn Fire Company in Shenandoah is inviting the public to their annual cheesesteak dinner. The dinner is scheduled to take place on Saturday, January 4th at 3 p.m. The cost is $12 per platter and $10 without a bun. Curbside pickup and dine-in options are available, as well as free local delivery. The fire station is located at 166 Mount Olive Boulevard in Shenandoah. To place an order, you could call 570-462-0338.
Coming up on WYLN News, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Schick Shinny, Part 1. Plus, we check in with State Representative Dane Watrow on Watrow's Weekly Update. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's only nationally ranked hospital. We turn setbacks into comebacks one movement at a time. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho or 833-LV-ORTHO.
My name is Charlie. I am 8, and the forecast for tomorrow is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN weather kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your weather kid video today.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Mark Steller had pain for months, wasn't happy with his chiropractic results. He came here. We're going to show you a video of how we got his back fixed. Stay tuned.
Among the first European settlers to reach northwestern Luzerne County were the Austin and Crosley families, who arrived in the area in 1772. They were soon joined by others, including Matthias Hollenbach, who bought farmland that encompassed almost all of the present-day borough of Shikshini. Also arriving in the area was a good friend of Hollenbach's, Nathan Beach, who was originally from Connecticut. Beach, for whom the nearby village of Beach Haven would be named, was a former Revolutionary War soldier who had survived the infamous Wyoming Massacre and had been present for Lord Charles Cornwallis's surrender to American forces at Yorktown. Beach also represented Luzerne County in the Pennsylvania legislature. Cole, however, would be where he would make his biggest impact. Beach had been present at the first burning of anthracite coal in Judge Jesse Fell's stove and knew coal's value. Thus, he wished to know if the land he purchased in northwestern Luzerne County would be viable for mining. He hired surveyor Humphrey Davenport in 1830 to search his land for black diamonds. Davenport would summarily find coal on Rocky Mountain, Mining of the coal would begin soon afterwards, and the area would begin to prosper. The discovery of coal in the region could not have come at a better time for it, as the North Branch Canal was built through the budding community along the Susquehanna by 1828. Its initial routing from Nanticoke to Northumberland would be complete by 1831. The coal mine nearby would be loaded up and flowed down the canal to market in the major cities. The process of getting the mine coal to the canal would be simplified by Nathan Beach's grandson, Dr. Darwin Crary, in 1840. Dr. Crary invented the first inclined coal chute, allowing quick transport of coal down from the mountains. The canals, though, would find their glory days cut short, for the rise of the railroads, which had a year-round operational capacity in contrast to the waterways, would ultimately spell their doom. The first railroad to reach this part of Luzerne County would be the Lackawanna and Bloomsburg Railroad, which was laid through in 1858. The line would ultimately stretch 80 miles from Scranton to Northumberland and would soon take over much of the coal traffic. The North Branch Canal continued onward for several decades afterwards, but would close down in 1900. Meanwhile, the Lackawanna and Bloomsburg would be bought out by its rival, the Delaware, Lackawanna and Western Railroad, in 1873, becoming that line's Bloomsburg branch. It would change hands several more times, to the merged Erie-Lackawanna in 1960, and then to Conrail in 1976 before the latter abandoned the line east of town in 1984. The line still operates to the west today as the North Shore Railroad. As for the community that had grown up around the canal and railroad, it had first been known as Coonsville, after another early settler, William Coons. Eventually, however, the name would be changed to Chickashinny, which was derived from the Native American word Chickashinna, meaning the place where 5 mountains meet. In this case, the 5 peaks were Knob, Lee, Newport, River, and Rocky Mountains. Its growth continued through the 1850s, with the first store, owned by Nathan Garrison and Andrew Eldon, opening in 1857. Eldon, however, would soon take Garrison's share of the profits for himself and flee on a steamboat to China, only to drown at sea en route, perhaps pulled down to his grave by the weight of his sins. The town of Chickashinny would be officially incorporated a few years later in 1861, separating from both Salem and Union townships. Jesse Enke would have the honor of being elected the new town's very first Burgess. After Chickashinny's incorporation as a borough, it continued to expand. A flour mill operated by brothers George and Lot Search opened for business in 1865. A foundry under the direction of Jesse Beadle, L.T. Hartman, and Frederick Beach followed a year later in 1866. Amos Hess opened a planing mill in 1874. 2 blacksmith shops, run by Minor Brown and Henry Wagner respectively, served the community as well. The first newspaper in town, the Mountain Echo, began publication in 1873 by owners C.A. Boone and M.E. Walker. It would be joined several years later by the Chickashinny Democrat, which would only operate for 5 years. As Chickashinny grew, it connected to the wider world more and more. A toll bridge would be built across the river to the town of Mackinac-Wa in 1859. The original bridge would be washed away in a flood in 1865 and quickly rebuilt. This bridge collapsed in 1877 and was replaced in 1880. The third bridge burned down in 1919 and was replaced with a modern concrete span. The current bridge on the site was opened for drivers in 1994. Heading north out of Chickashinny, the Union Turnpike would be constructed to Huntington Mills in 1877, following the path of today's Route 239. For those coming into Chickashinny, several hotels rose to offer travelers safe accommodations, among them the Mountain Inn and the Apple Inn. Numerous churches, too, would start rising over the borough for various denominations, among them a Presbyterian and a Methodist church. Despite its diverse set of businesses, however, Chickashinny's main industry at this time remained coal mining, and the most productive mine was run across the Susquehanna and Mackinac-Wa by the West End Coal Company. Founded in 1882 by Charles Cunningham, Andrew Miller, and John Teasdale, West End mined a very rich coal vein in Newport Mountain, which was some of the best quality coal in the area. The company built housing for its workers, which would form the basis of today's village of Mackinac-Wa. The mine would operate for close to 70 years, but like many mines, would not avoid disasters. The breaker burned down twice before the turn of the 20th century, on March 12, 1893 and March 29, 1897. And terrible accidents happened underground at West End as well. On August 11, 1885, a ventilation fan of the mine broke, allowing poisonous gas to seep into the tunnels. 12 miners would be fatally asphyxiated by the gas. 36 years later, on October 30, 1931, a terrible explosion rocked the mine, killing 4 men and trapping 2 others, John Thomas Shunas and John Metz, underground for 133 hours before they would be rescued.
Welcome
Welcome back to this edition of Feel Good Friday. I'm joined by Dr. John. Dr. John, how's it going?
Good, Brian. I'm very grateful you spend the time to come up to do these shows with me.
Oh, I love doing them, but today we're going to talk about something we don't necessarily love, and that's shoveling snow. We've already gotten a bit of snow, and it's early in the season.
Number one, Ryan, most people, you wake up, you're half asleep, some guys are in their pajamas, they go and shovel. My advice is number one, people get heart attacks from shoveling snow. So number one, I always shower first, even if I'm gonna get sweaty, then I have to shower again. Make sure you're awake, drink some water, dress properly. You know, they suggest if you can wear the different layers. Let's say we go out, right, it's 20 degrees with a wind chill. I have a hat on, I might even have goggles on and gloves, but after shoveling for a while, I start to get sweaty. Maybe I take off one layer. I try to, if it's a 2-inch snow, I just push it off my sidewalk. I had about 4 people this week who twist, hurt their back. So try not to twist. If it's a deeper snow, just take a partial and push it in front of you, but try not to twist repetitively or you're gonna throw your back out of a leg.
Some very helpful tips to follow this winter season because it looks like it's going to be a heavy one.
I think so.
I'd like to thank Dr. John for joining us on this Feel Good Friday. I'll see you next time.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to Watro's Weekly Update. I'm here as always with State Representative Dane Watro. Dane, how's it going?
Very good. Thank you again for having me this week. I appreciate it.
And we just celebrated the new year. You're looking at a new session at the
the House, right?
Yeah. So on Tuesday, that's when we are all sworn back in, all 203 members of the House. And then our friends in the other chamber, in the Senate, their 50 members will be sworn in the same day as well. So it's exciting to see what the new session is going to bring. Hopefully lower taxes and good stuff for the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So I'm super excited. I did already release a couple bills that I'm currently working on. One educational bill I'm working on, and being recently appointed to the new board I'll be serving on. It's a policy deputy chair. So that's an honor, being at this job for a short 2 years and being appointed to that. I'll get to travel the state, and here at home we'll be having a hearing talking about public safety. So I'm super excited to get started. When I talk to friends and constituents in the district, I say, well, Happy New Year. Are you excited to be back at work? And everybody said, oh, it went too fast. And here I'm biting at the bit to start on Tuesday and get back at it and get back into Harrisburg and get to work.
Sounds good. Hopefully we have lots of stuff to look forward to, 2025.
I hope so. I'm very hopeful. Just everybody working together. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, just let's get it done.
Sounds good. And we were talking beforehand, you're looking to open a new office in Shenandoah as well?
Yeah, that's it looks like that came to fruition, and it's going to happen here within the next couple of weeks. In the Shenandoah Borough, they have a different east and west wing, I guess I'll call it, of the borough building, which we have our own entrance and stuff like that. We'll be definitely separate of the borough, but they've been gracious enough to rent us some space, and I'm looking forward to having a footprint down there, because I believe that community that I represent down there, along with Monterey City and the Schuylkill portion of the district, could use some of our help, and I'm excited to have a presence there. I've been told that no representative ever been in the borough of Shenandoah. It's one of my biggest boroughs that I get to represent, so I've always been looking and wanting to be down there with the people of Shenandoah and Monterey, Schuylkill, just Schuylkill County in general. So that's going to be an opportunity. That's going to be a breath of fresh air for me to be down in Schuylkill County. We do share an office with Senator Argyle in Monterey City. And then we have our office that we share here in Hazleton as well. But this one, I'm looking forward to being down in Shenandoah, and hopefully a good, bright future down there and helping people.
So will that be open like regular business hours once it's open?
That's a great question. We're going to see the need of it. We're going to start off probably with 2 days. I'm working out the details. I have a big meeting tomorrow. Going to see open up for 2 days and see how that goes and see the need of it, and then we could expand hours from there. But definitely we will be open come February at I would say 2 days a week.
Sounds good. I saw you also traveled to City Hall last week for the menorah lighting.
Yeah, that was a great turnout of our Jewish friends. They had the lighting of the menorah, and nice little ceremony that was conducted. And it's just always an honor to be part of everything going on in the community. And that's one there that I was very interested in. I always like to learn, and learning is important, to learn different cultures, different religions. And that way, when something comes up in Harrisburg, I could say, hey, I know a little bit about that, but I have a relationship where I could call he or she and get that answer in case something ever comes up there. But that was a great event held at City Hall. I know they do it every year. This is my second annual time since being a state representative, being at that. So it's exciting. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, I thought that looked like a really cool event.
Yeah, great turnout. Great turnout of that Jewish community.
Definitely. Yeah. Anything else you want to bring up today?
No, that's really about it. Just excited to get back to work on Tuesday. Looking forward to a new policy, and wishing everybody a very healthy and happy New Year.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for another edition of Watro's Weekly Update. We'll see you next time.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Attention, WYLN viewers. WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazelton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at 647 State Route 93, Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania 18249 during regular business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.